Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what are dolphins understanding? It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects of mind expanding, fake moon landing, what are dolphins understanding? It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Mindy Carr, for being a member for 1 month. Mindy says, love this channel. Well, we love you. Thank you so much. Welcome, Melanie. We're happy to have you here. Hi, everybody. I hope you had an amazing weekend. Hey, MK. Hey, Blue. Thank you, Nana Banana, for 5 months you've been a member. I love you as well. Hey, Chase, Kathy R, MK, Harlot, People Me. We have, let me see, K-Braze, Megan, Grandma Cece. I've loved seeing you over at Unmasked Grandma Cece. Hey, Brandy, Julian. We have, let me see. Whoop. We got Earth Angel, Kathy R, Mindy, Greg H, Stars Align, whoop, Fragile, Daniel, Destination. We got all the good people in here. Hi, guys. Okay, let me jump down. Oh, thank you, Mindy Carr. Mindy Carr just gifted a membership. Thank you so much. And congratulations to our newest member. Welcome. And we'll have members only Monday tomorrow. So congratulations. Hi, Jerry. Be Real. Oop, Miss Peaches. Oh, it keeps jumping. Hold on. Miss Peaches, Lovely Libra, Sadie, Kathy, Natasha, Jeep Girl. Hey, Jeep Girl. It's been a while since I've gone. Hi, Musicity Mom. How's the hubby? Hey, JMs. Be Real. Oh, welcome, Be Real. We're happy to have you here. Kimberly Wells, Tess. Oh, thank you, Peppermint Tea, a member for 8 months. Love this show. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Melanie. You got, gosh, take a couple of days off and I come back and you guys just remind me how much I missed you guys. Seriously. And so, all right. So 2 things before we even, there's a fuzz. Hold on. 2 things. Good. I'm glad, Musicity Mom. I hope he'll do better than okay. Prayers. But 1, it's Meatfoot's birthday. I don't think she's here yet, so let's just kind of do a surprise party a little bit. So when she comes in, just say surprise and happy birthday. Because it's Meatfoot's birthday and she's my twin and I love her and we just got to show her some love. 2, tomorrow we have the Eclipse and I am so excited and I urge everybody, wherever you are, take the time, go outside. Damn it. Shit, she's already here. Well, there goes the surprise. All right. Well, happy birthday to the meatiest foot around. I love you. And I hope you had an amazing day. We value you very much on this channel. And thank you for everything. But you wasted the good surprise on you, Adam Sandler style. But tomorrow is the eclipse. And I urge you guys, it is so rare and all of the planets are aligning and it's so freaking cool. And so whatever you're doing, wherever you are, stop and go outside tomorrow and witness it. Yeah, I'm being cheesy like that, but for real, go witness something spectacular within the universe and everything else, just seems very small and minimal. And it's going to be gorgeous and amazing. And I'm so excited for it. And so I want you guys to experience that as well. Thank you, Bryn. Surprise! Thank you, Bryn, for being a member for 27 months. Hey, Miller. Oh, are you, Jerry Wheaton? That's awesome. Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, I'm so excited for everybody. Okay, Jenny B. NASA's going to launch Tisha through a portal. And guys, stop it. Thank you, Beach Lover, for being a member for 4 months. NASA's going to launch Tisha through a toilet portal. Hi, Starlight Angel. I'm imagining that Steve-O style. You remember when Steve-O got launched in the porta potty and there was shit everywhere? That's how I'm imagining we should just launch Tisha. Just fucking yeet her right into the solar system. Oh my God, that would be great. Hi, Victoria. But yeah, don't please. Hi, Leanne. Do not miss. Do not look with your eyes. Do not look with your bare eyes. That's awesome, Melanie. I would love. We're gonna do a total eclipse of the heart party. And this party is gonna consist of me. But I'm gonna rock my socks off. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Harlot. I'm so excited. I know that was there's I don't get grossed out often, but there is one Jackass clip that to this day, unfortunately, I saw it in the theaters, and to this day I gag when I think about it. It was a bad clip, but it wasn't the porta potty clip. It was, thank you, Starlight Angel. Starlight Angel just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Welcome to all our new members. Please make sure to thank Starlight in the chat if you just received a membership. Again, we have members only Monday tomorrow, so you just got busted out, and so that is awesome. It was the fucking sweatsuit cocktail. You guys already know. You guys already fucking know what I'm talking about. It was the sweatsuit cocktail, damn it. That made me, I've never gagged while watching something before, and that made me gag, okay? And I still struggle. With that memory. Oh, yeah, Blue. They're actually giving out at my daughter's school. They're giving out special glasses, and they're going to be going out. And I just don't know if I trust the glasses. I don't know. But yeah. So moving on to good old Talento's destination, we have 1 call left in January. The last call that we listened to was very rough because it was the call with Aunt Brenda on the 1-year anniversary of Gannon's murder. And it was rough. It got dark. It got depressing. But you actively were listening to Leticia and Aunt Brenda talk crap about Gannon's biological grandma and what she was saying on an interview for the 1-year anniversary of his murder, and mock her and minimize it. So we have now what would be the following call, which is also the last call in January of 2021. So let me pull it up. Okay. So this last call is with Aunt Brenda again, but it's 3 days later. So the last we heard was on the 27th on Gannon's 1-year anniversary. And so now this next and final call of January is with Aunt Brenda again on January 30th at 5:22 p.m. I wish we had our schools closed when we were younger for the eclipse. Honestly, it's educational. Like, that's the type of stuff that they should have been telling. What do you mean, Coy? No, they didn't, Blue, but they really should have. I think they should teach a lot more about outer space and everything and our solar system in school, but that's just me. Okay. So this is going to be, like I said, on January 30th with Aunt Brenda, 3 days after the 1-year anniversary of Gannon's murder. So let's just jump right into it.
To look at something, so we're just going to hang out a little bit. But I love you, baby, and I'm
right,
you, and I pray for you every night and every day.
All right, you too, Brenda. Love you. Talk to you soon.
All right,
Okay,
bye, baby.
Bye. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Well,
You ready for breakfast?
ready for what?
Breakfast.
She's ready for breakfast. Bitch, it's 5:25. Did you guys not hear the time I said? It's 5:22 p.m. You're in the middle of dinner and you're already dreaming about breakfast. But please continue to explain. No, not all schools. I said some schools. My daughter's school isn't canceled. But it would be cool because it's an eclipse day. Either way. It's 5:22 p.m. Why are you dreaming of breakfast? I mean, to be honest, I can't judge. Sometimes I'll dream of the next meal. But for somebody who claims they never eat, I find it interesting.
You're ready for breakfast.
Yeah.
What time is it there?
5:25.
In the morning?
No, in the evening. But I don't eat dinner. I ate they had cake on there. I ate the cake, but I don't eat the other stuff.
I ate the dessert. I ate the cake. You were fucking Bruce and Matilda. Don't lie. You could do it, Bruce. You ate that whole chocolate cake, but you didn't touch your vegetables, did you, Tisha? No. No, you did not.
Oh, okay. So it's 5 o'clock there.
Yeah.
I know when you said breakfast, I was fixing to say, huh?
No, I'm ready for it. I got 12. I counted down. I got like 12 more hours before I can eat because I eat at like 1, but then I don't really eat again until breakfast.
Yes, escape.
In the next morning.
Why don't you eat it in the afternoons? I mean, it's not something you like, or it's just
No, it
you
smells
don't
like
be
the
hungry?
zoo. No, it smells like
Huh?
it smells like the zoo.
That's you, Tisha. You're getting a whiff of your upper lip. That's what's going on. Smell like the zoo. It is well documented all within your case files how you didn't even shower for days after the murder. Can you imagine what you stank like? But you ate that cake. You ate that cake, didn't you, Tisha?
It's like rice with like some fake teriyaki, and it smells like the zoo. And then you don't know whose hands has been on it. And they have these trays back that gave everybody COVID, so you don't want to eat that stuff off there. But the other tray that comes is a styrofoam. But then they got these plastic trays that come at dinner, and I ain't eating it off those trays.
Lucia.
Because you don't know, people probably ain't like. I mean, they probably were doing all kinds of stuff and then go over there and the inmates cook it, you know. And those trays are disgusting and nasty, and they put them on the floor, and the trays are where people poop at because people be pooping in here and wiping on doors. And
Tisha, what do you do with the poo-poo? What do you, Tisha Lynn? What do you do with the poo-poo? Because I love the distancing techniques she tries to do between her and the fellow inmates when she is talking to anybody on the outside. Yet we know what you're doing, Tisha. And what does Tisha do with the poo-poo? That's right, K-Braze. You put the poo-poo in the milk cartons and you yeet them at your cellmates. So I don't want to hear about you referring to what other inmates do with poo-poo and feces, because we know what you do. You act like an animal in a zoo, throwing doo-doo at your cellmates.
stupid stuff.
Well, the facility that you're in and stuff like that, where you're at, that's to be expected. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Sorry. I would laugh over that. I forgot the word flicked. I forgot the word flicked was used because that's documented, like no joke. It's documented in an incident report that shit was flicked. God. Why'd you have to remind me of that, harlot? Now I'm going to just laugh. That was the funniest incident report ever. That literally, and I quote, that shit was flicked. Okay? So we know what you do, okay? We know what you do, Tisha.
It's not like that for everybody. It's just like that for the girls or this ward. The other wards don't get treated like that. They can cook noodles, they can cook food, they can eat, they can have spreads, they get packaged stuff, you know, that type of thing.
Well, maybe you won't be in that ward much longer, baby.
Yeah, no, I'll be here the whole time. They already told me that.
Huh?
They won't move me out of this ward. They already told me.
Why?
They're just not. I just have to stay segregated. I have to stay in the suicide with the suicide people. That's
For a while.
No, I've been housed with suicide people since I've been here.
Well, to be fair, Tisha, yes, you are a very high profile case and protocol and precautions will be taken, but we have incident reports also of you faking attempts at taking your own life. And I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but it is detailed and documented, and we've gone over them. So that's exactly where you're going to be when you pull crap like that.
But they said you weren't suicidal.
I'm not, Aunt Brenda, but I have to be. I still have to be housed with them. They're not going to house me anywhere else. They only are going to house me here with the people who are suicide, because the people who are suicide, they drug them up on all these drugs. And then it's just me. I'm the only person that's not like, that's in here that's not locked down or not in trouble or not whatever. But because I'm
stay
in
like
here,
that then, okay?
I don't get any privileges. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't get to order stuff. I don't get to eat with people. I don't get to cook food, you know, that type of thing. I don't even get socks.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Huh?
What have you been up to?
Today, really nothing because it was cold as crap on the outside.
Oh, was
I mean, yes, it's been very cold here.
what do you call
I've
it?
been
Cold,
trying
like
to-
40s?
Yeah, it's cold for around here, 60. It's around 60, but that's cold for
Oh,
around
God.
here.
Hey, but in my room,
Well,
when
he-
it's cold, it makes ice.
Well,
Cold as ice. Because Tisha. Hi, Akasha. Tisha says that if she leaves a cup of water out at night, it'll be ice water by the morning. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say again that, oh, yeah, no, the air conditioner's going in the summer all time and that the heat's blasting in the winter. I'm sure it's not ideal temperatures, but I don't think I believe that it turns to ice throughout the night. I don't know about that.
I'm be honest with you. I get used to it. I mean, I'm used to it now because I spent $600 and some the other day filling up this gas tank. I like freaked out.
Good God. Ooh.
$625. I ran completely out of gas. I was talking to Harley on the phone and I said, baby, let me get off the phone. Here comes the gas man. And they had to come out and make a special delivery. I ran completely out.
Because she's tough.
They probably charged you a fee for that, too.
Hey, no malicious.
They did, but they waived my fee.
Oh, that's good.
And then he had to light my hot water heater for me because I didn't have a light hot water tank. And what a mess. I was in.
I got your letter. I was sitting there like, I don't even know why you burned it. Even if you want to live in Houston, why are you not living there?
Because I am going to move back to Houston. I'm down. That's what I was getting ready to tell you too. You asked me what I had been doing today. I'm downsizing everything now.
Yeah,
I'm getting rid of majority. I'm getting rid of the majority of my clothes.
Now, what I want you guys is to remember a couple of calls ago. Harley is looking for an apartment in a nicer area. Aunt Brenda is the one who already pays her rent. And the conversation already happened between Aunt Brenda and Leticia that Aunt Brenda can't afford to continue paying her rent, the car, additionals like Black Friday shopping, this, that, and then Leticia's commissary and phone on top of it. And what does Leticia do? Tells Harley to find an apartment in a nicer area that she could bump up and get an extra additional on top $200 a month from Aunt Brenda because Aunt Brenda won't say no to her. And now we're listening to Aunt Brenda explain how she's downsizing. She can't afford it, but that's how little Leticia cares. She's just money. Callie.
Stuff that I'm giving Julie and dividing stuff up and getting rid of stuff and boxing it up to give to them. They can take it, do what they want to with it. That's it.
But I'm saying, are you just gonna what are you gonna do? Go rent a place in Houston or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna get me a place in Houston. I'm gonna buy me a house out there.
Just buy one. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I got to get away from Robertson County. It's not so much Robertson County; it's that I don't have any friends or anybody here.
I understand.
I don't have anybody here. I have nobody here. All my brothers are dead and gone, and that's it.
Yeah.
I was close to my brothers. Sister Helena, she's like Sister Deb.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Gee.
Oh, did it run out?
Yeah. Hey, but anyway, I love you, baby. And
Right.
did you get your books?
Love you too. Yeah, I got them, and I got your letter. Yep.
Okay, then. I love you, darling.
Are you still going to Harley's that tomorrow?
I'm gonna try my best
Okay.
to.
I'll call you.
If it's not too cold. If it's not too cold.
Bye.
If it's cold, I ain't going nowhere. Love you,
All right,
darling.
love you too. Bye.
Okay. So uneventful. That was the last call in January. So we're going to move on to February. We're going to listen to the first call. And hi, Shemaya Tong. Michelle, my fellow Jaded. Maybe it's just a habit, Mia. Maybe. I love you, baby. One day I'll get her accent down. Probably not, but. All right. So let's find February. Here we are. Now, this is a much longer month. And the first call.
Hey.
Okay. So the first call is going to be clearly Harley because I heard her hey. So it's with Dora Harley. And it's a short one. And then we have an Amy B. All right. So let's start crack-a-lacking. Tisha-Lynn. All right. So this is February 3rd with Harley at 8:09 a.m.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Student,
Did I pause it? I did.
do your verification.
No, I tried to do it yesterday, and then it would say I was done, and then it remade me do it all over again, and then it never worked.
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
What you have to do? Take a picture of yourself and stuff like that?
No, I just had to put in my name, birthday, social.
And you did all that, you said?
Yeah. And then, like, I would hit enter, and then it would go back to the screen, and then it was like, and then I tried to do something, and it's like, repeat verification. I'm like, what do you mean? I just did my verification.
Did you repeat it?
Yeah, I did it like 5 times. It was weird.
No, we're not in 2022. Tracy, we're going in timeline order, baby. We just hit 2021. We're in February 3rd, 2021. Okay. So it just was the 1-year anniversary a week ago from this call of Gannon's murder.
So try it again today.
I will. Oh my gosh, it's cold. Oh my gosh. Eee. Wow, it's freezing. Oh my gosh. I can't deal. Can't deal.
It's cold?
Hey, Kim. We have nothing to talk about.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can you hear me? Mom?
I hear you. What is that noise?
Hello, Joyce. Joyce? You guys, they have nothing to talk about. That's why it's very awkward. It always is awkward. They talk about the weather. They talk about the dogs. More recently, they'll talk about school and stuff, but they have nothing to talk about because they are avoiding reality, honestly. Like, look at the circumstances, look at the situation they're in, and they are avoiding any topic of conversation, and it's very uncomfortable.
The car.
Whose is it, Charlotte's?
Yeah.
I thought Amber was going to give you your card.
She is. I think it might be sometime this week. She said she had to make an insurance payment.
Oh, she still said that.
Oh, But Tisha, I thought you were not gonna let Harley get that car back from Aunt Brenda until you paid her 15 grand for it. Well, what happened to that? What happened to that, Tisha? Because again, she's leading Harley to believe to this moment there is a huge portion of money coming in that's going to take care of Harley. And Harley is literally making moves right now with the expectation of having that security, that financial security. It is so messed up.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I guess they pay 6 months ahead. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be $600.
It's gonna be what?
So it's gonna be $600. So it's like, what?
We can't hear you, girl. We normally
And she's gonna pay it this week?
can.
Yeah, I think so. Is the gate not?
Why do you why are you on Aunt Brenda when she's gonna pay the insurance money? It shouldn't be on Aunt Brenda to pay all these damn bills, Tisha. Why don't you pay it with that large income you're getting?
Working?
Where are you headed to work?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just try to do it again today. Work on it if you can, whenever you get time.
Okay, I will.
On a computer or something if you have to.
Okay.
Instead of a phone. Okay.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you.
All right. You okay?
She always asks that at the end. How many times have we heard Leticia right at the end of Harley hanging up? She goes, "Are you okay?" And Harley goes, "Yeah." And she'd be like, "No, you're not. What's the matter?" And Harley'd be like, "No, I'm fine." And she'd be like, "All right, bye." And she just hangs up on her. But that's because, no, she's not okay. You guys just hit the 1-year anniversary of Gannon's murder, and you're just pretending nothing happened. Nothing's going on. Everything's fine. I know Harley had to have been struggling, but can't acknowledge that with mom, right? Can't even mention what she's possibly going through emotionally, mentally, physically, anything, right? Because you need to put on your performance. What a shame.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Told you. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay, bye. So the next call is the next day, February 4th. Hey, Allie. The next day with Amy Bolton. So let's take a listen.
Bye.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello?
Yo, it's the weirdest shit you just called me because I was just talking about you.
Why were you talking about me?
You know, I got to talk shit about you here and there. I mean, who else is going to do it?
Well, I got plenty of those.
No, my roommate and I were talking about you because I had talked to Landon a little bit ago.
Oh.
And, like, Landon was breaking shit down. And she's like, there's no way fucking Tisha did that. Like, she, like, broke the whole timeline apart. And she's like, Tisha, there's no way they're wrong. And she's like investigator Landon right now.
I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about that, because she's claiming Landon is talking to her and she's saying there's no way Tisha did this. Breaking the whole timeline down, X, Y, and Z. Now, this is part of what I think makes Tisha such a monster. I don't know what Landon was doing. What I do know is that to this day, we don't have the full answers of what happened to Gannon. Now, if you guys can travel back in time to the first year. And everything was coming out in real time. Things are being figured out in real time. But the truth is, Landon and Al were going through a really bad custody case, and she just lost to Al regarding full custody with Lena. I wouldn't be surprised if, with the way this all unfolded, Landon didn't know what to believe at that time. I don't know. I'm just speculating. At that time, if she didn't know what to believe, because everything was a mess. And I believe Landon genuinely feared for Lena because she didn't know what happened. And that may have played a role in why, for a period of time, she may have thought there was more to it because of the stuff Leticia was spewing and the fact that it still isn't black and white. This is what happened, A, B, C, D, E. You know, like, we still don't have that. But it's clear as time evolved that they both became content with Leticia being responsible. But again, this is why I think Leticia is such a monster, because it's not just the murder itself, it's everything she did after, and causing that doubt in Landon's mind, even a moment of doubt. Think about all these nights. This is a year in that she had to believe her daughter was in very grave danger with her father because of how you fucked with their heads.
Well, of course, she needs it, and I know I feel bad about that part because I know she wants answers. But I mean, I'm not at liberty to.
Well, I think it's because tomorrow they have another like custody thing is tomorrow morning or tomorrow or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Al's like, you know, obviously trying to keep Lena, but I
thought they already had it. Or is this like another one?
No, they're doing there's another one tomorrow, and her attorney called me and was like, "Did you ever see Al abuse the kids?" I'm like, "No, like I can't tell you that because I never saw it." He's like, "I have other witnesses that did," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't." And they're like, "Do you know if Harley ever saw it?" I'm like, "I'm not sure." Like, they wanted to know if Harley ever told me, and I was like, "I don't know," because there's other witnesses that like saw it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know.
They could even. I don't understand why they don't talk to Connor's mom about it. She knows.
Well, they already talked to Connor, and they talked to Connor and his mom, but they won't count Connor because he's a kid.
Yeah.
So they were like, Harley's at least an adult. Like, did she? And then his attorney was like, I wish I could talk to Tisha. I was like, well, you know that's not going to happen because, like, he's like, I know. He's like, and he's like, we know it'll all work out, like, at the trial. It's just, what if something happens to Lena between now and then?
Here's what the thing is. I had somebody reach out to her, and I said,
who?
To Landon, and I said, hey, you got that? Her family court attorney has other partners in their firm, right? You know, like family court had nothing to do with criminal, right? Family court. Mm-hmm. That lady she had, or the guy, whoever has other people that works for them, right? So I told them, I said, originally, way back, I said, have one of them schedule a consultation with me for the family court, like, you know, saying I'm wanting to talk to them about the whole divorce stuff and all that. You know what I mean?
No, we don't know what you mean. When the hell were you trying to help Landon? Was that in between your Facebook post literally saying she had involvement in Gannon's disappearance? When you were making the whole world believe she abandoned her kids? when you slandered her all over the internet? You want us to believe you were trying to help Landon because Al was so out of control? Even if we are to believe what you're saying is the truth, that means Lena is in grave danger. And you wouldn't even help to save that child? Come on.
I reached out to try to get someone to do that, but nobody didn't care to listen. So
that's weird, because when he talked to me today, he asked me like if you'd be willing to talk about just the kids, just Al, like not don't talk anything about the case.
Right. I asked them originally. Amy called her or texted her, my stepsister Amy, in the beginning, and said, "Can you she was like, T doesn't want to tell the DHS people nothing because of how she doesn't feel comfortable with them, how they're just not going to listen to the situation or whatever. So I just couldn't tell the DHS people anything or give them any proof of anything because, it's not a legal person. You see what I'm saying? So
Oh, right. You couldn't give proof or anything because, right. Just like how all of this proof is sitting on this secondary iCloud account that nobody has ever gotten into. Right, Tisha. I gotcha.
Because Amy reached out to her.
Dumb.
Amy reached out to her and said, is there anyone else, so it wouldn't be like a conflict because if I hired or had a consultation with a divorce attorney, then there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? So I asked her to ask one of her partners in their firm to come and see me under a free consultation to talk about my, that hearing I had to go to or whatever. And no one ever came.
Oh, did you have to go to that too? Do you have to go to the thing tomorrow for them or no?
No, but
Amy, you're confused because what she's saying makes no sense at all. Don't worry, honey. It's not you, it's Tisha.
All the divorce stuff got put off till like the end of March, right, of this year, right? So all that got put off.
If Addison was able to talk.
Huh? Oh, her divorce. Okay.
To you tonight, is he like allowed to or no?
He has to just.
That's the attorney. The court case is in the morning. He told me he only has 10 hours to get someone else besides a child to be a witness.
Yeah, so I don't know how it works.
But I don't know how they call the jail and talk to you. I don't know.
It's not a problem.
Like, hey, can I talk to Leticia?
No, if it's your attorney, they can talk to you at any time.
Don't you know, Amy? You gotta holler through the toilet pipes. You don't ring. You literally just take a shit, take the first left, go down the alley, and you just holler through the toilet Tisha pipes. You gotta like, you just give her a holler.
But that's why I reached out to them and
said, it's not your attorney.
Right, but they had a perfect way of doing it because they have business partners in their firm. And all they had to do was get one of their other partners, just like one of their other attorneys, to call and, say I was seeking help for family court, which I have that hearing in March. I think it's like March 28th or something like that. I said, all you have to do is have them say I'm seeking help for family court. That way it's protected. That way it's client privilege. And if I decided, ask them how much it would cost them to go with me to that hearing for the, you know what I mean, for the thing.
Well, they wanted Harley to do it, but Harley's afraid. Harley's like somehow terrified of Al. She's like afraid of everything. Like she wanted to go to the one memorial for Gannon, but she's like, I'm afraid Al's going to be that. Like,
is she afraid of Al? Or is she afraid of her mom? Now, when I say that, I do believe Harley believed she was afraid of Al at one point. but underneath it was always her mom. She feared Al because of what her mom told her. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Al was spectacular. He never made a mistake. I don't know what happened behind closed doors, but I know who's responsible for Gannon's murder. And that's Leticia. I could only imagine what Leticia was telling Harley about Al. We see her messages, we see her Facebook posts. Could you imagine what she was verbally telling Harley while they're traveling across country with Gannon's body in the back of that moving van? What was she telling Harley? So, of course, it makes sense if Harley did have a fear, because her mom was telling her all these bad people are responsible for Gannon's murder, and Al knew, and Al has involvement. That's pretty fucking scary. And there is this level of trust between a child and their parent. Leticia abused that trust. Leticia was the only parent in Harley's life for majority of her life. Yes, Al was a father figure, but you hear Al and Leticia admit they had very separate roles for each other's kids. And it wasn't really a blended family. It was coexisting separately. She's only known Leticia as her mom. She believed Leticia. And that's so sad that Harley couldn't go to Gannon's memorial out of what she perceived to be fear. There was a moment in the courtroom during trial when Harley got off the stand and allegedly Al followed her out, and they had a moment where they spoke for the first time. I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful they both got that, because it would have only been at that moment that they realized, hey, that wasn't you messaging me from your account. That was Leticia. Hey, that wasn't what you did. It was what my mom did. And for them to have that moment, not saying that they could ever have a relationship again, but they could let go and have that peace, makes me happy. But it sucks because Harley didn't have to lose Al.
Why is she so scared of Al? And I'm like, Harley, you need to tell me why you're so scared of Al. Like,
he threw
if there's a legit threat,
he threw things at us. I'm telling you, once
but then why doesn't she say something so we can hide her? We can put her with my mom in Ohio. Nobody will get her.
But it's not about that.
It's listen, Amy, what you're saying is very logical, but I'm lying. Come on, Tisha, just say it. It's not about that, Amy. It's because I'm lying. It's pretty simple.
Or with my mom in Ohio, nobody will get her.
But it's not about that. There's a bigger battle than worrying about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck Lena's life, right? Do you hear what you just said? There's a bigger battle than worrying about that, aka Lena's life, because that is what they think they're fighting for right now. For Lena's safety. That Lena doesn't end up like Gannon. In their minds, they think that is what they're referring to. But there's a bigger battle right now, right? Because we're dealing with the fucking cartel, aren't we, Tisha?
I know that I want Harley to be safe, but I don't want her to have to, I know Harley wants justice for her brother.
Of course I do, but
do
I'm
you?
put in a different situation where me
That's what
saying
she just
something,
said.
is putting other people's lives in danger. You see what I'm saying?
No. Amy, don't say you see what she's saying if you don't see what she's saying. You speaking up puts other people's lives in danger. Harley speaking up about Al for a custodial case, nothing to do criminal, is going to put whose life in danger? You are the danger.
And that was so the biggest emergency is Lena safe? Is Lena safe right now?
I mean, if I open my mouth about
do you
something,
think he'll hurt her or no? You think she's
no,
okay?
No, but if I open my mouth, listen, if I open my mouth and prove how he was involved and how he knows certain people, then it's not going to be safe, because then he's going to try to like throw other people into the bus and pretend.
Do you know? Okay. Put your guys in Amy's shoes right now, and I know it's hard, and I know to us it's like this is blaringly obvious, right? But it wasn't to her. So just try to put yourselves in her shoes right now. She believes Lena is in serious danger. Think about how Gannon was found. She thinks that is a risk and a concern for Lena. Do you know how stressful that must have been? You're pleading with Leticia because you're trying to save this other child's life. In her mind, she is trying to save this other child's life. That is horrible manipulation to do to her. That is horrible. And I can't imagine the type of impact that even took on her, whether I like Amy or not. It absolutely impacted her if she believed in these moments she was fighting to save Lena's life.
Not going to be safe, because then he's going to try to like throw other people into the bus and pretend he didn't.
But as far as right now, like Lena's okay right now because nothing's come out.
I mean, I'm not going to sit and say yes or no, other than the terms of I don't know him anymore. I didn't know him anymore.
I don't want anything to happen to her. Like, yeah, Landon was like, me and Keisha were ready to like you guys worked everything out. Like, Gannon had said he wanted to come live there, and you were gonna move. Like, you guys had. Landon asked me if I ever talk to you again to ask you if her hint is in Florida. I don't know what that means. She said, ask Tisha if my hint is in Florida. I don't know what that means.
Oh, no. I hope she didn't give Landon a hint of what direction the murder came from. And so Landon is sitting there just trying to like, is my hint in Florida? Like, is the person in Florida, like where Gannon's body was recovered? Now, I will say it does interest me. It does interest me. Thank you, Julian. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. It does interest me, and it piques my interest. And I'm curious if there is some level of truth here, only because it's not Tisha's words, and I don't know that they're Landon's words either, but this is Amy relaying allegedly her conversation with Landon. And I wish we knew what kind of communication Leticia had with Landon after he was found, Chris. He was found like 15 days after Leticia was arrested. I'd be curious to know how much communication Leticia had with Landon prior to Gannon's murder. And if there was indeed talk of Leticia helping Landon get the kids back because Leticia did not want those kids. Was Al aware? But then you really let all of your emotion and anger and disdain to Gannon cause you to murder him if there indeed was a conversation about Gannon going back home to his mom? I don't know. It's interesting, though.
I'm not quite sure either.
Like if I hint towards, I don't know, she's on like some theory and stuff, and she's like, is my hint in Florida? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't either.
She's like, Tisha will know, tell her to remember the last conversation her and I had together. I'm like, dude, I don't even remember what I did yesterday. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
I remember. I think
That's,
I remember.
she said the last conversation you guys had together or whatever.
Exactly.
She said she'll know. She said, ask her if my hint's in Florida. I'm like, okay.
Partially.
Okay. Well, great. Hey, partially.
She's saying partially in Florida, you dum-dum. Sorry, but you realize she's sending this mom on a rabid goose chase? That, it's just so cruel what she did to them. It's so cruel, so very fucking cruel. Because if Landon's reaching out to Amy and she's saying, is it in Florida? Is it in Florida? What that tells me is it just hit a year of Gannon's murder. But Landon is spending her time now, not waiting for justice to be served as Leticia awaits her trial. It is trying to find all of the people responsible on her own because of the shit Tisha spewed. Mm-mm.
You guys got me playing this like gosh dang weird Where's Waldo game.
Partially. Listen, you just don't know how bad. You know, it doesn't work like that.
That's the thing. Like, it's not fair. Like, so you're in jail for a year. You didn't kill Gannon.
I did not.
But what about the people that,
I'm sorry, what was that? You did not kill Gannon? Was that a little chuckle as you said that? Again, we can't see her physical face. For Duper's delight, I can't wait till Allie and Bendy go over the video visits because I can't wait to see her facial expression for some of these calls. But we can't see your face for Duper's delight, but what we can do is we can hear when you absolutely have that duping expression on. The way she just laughed when she confirmed she did not kill Gannon. It's because you're not being truthful. So listen for the duping's delight.
It's just not fair. Like, so you're in jail for a year. You didn't kill Gannon.
I did not.
But what about the people that...
I did not. Wouldn't you be very serious and straight to the point? No, I did not. But instead, no, I did not. Fucking mouth breather. Thank you, Chicken Shite, for gifting a membership. Congratulations to the recipient. Thank you so much. And thank you, Brandy Vine, for being a member for 8 months at work, but listening. Love you guys. Happy birthday, Neatfoot. Thank you, Brandy Vine. So it's that audible exhale of the laughter. We know that she's smiling, and it's just so frustrating. Yeah, I still here listening from others. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm so excited for those video visits. What it do?
Like, and then I also don't want, like, Landon's afraid that someone's going to kill you, and then the truth's never going to come out. She thinks that somehow Al's going to get to you, and there's going to be no truth. Because Al's going to kill you.
I can put it like this. Let me just tell you. Use your common sense when you have to think why there's extra security.
Okay, so they're keeping you safe.
No, you did not. Tisha, listen. Use your common sense. Bitch, I am. You mean use your uncommon sense? Because your shit makes no sense, okay? But use your common sense. Ask yourself, why do I get extra security? Well, let me see. If I'm using my common sense like you told me to, where should I begin? Is it the fact that it's a very extremely high-profile case? No. Is it because you have attempted to escape numerous times? No. Is it because you assaulted deputies while you Hulk smash them over the head? No. Threats in the peanut of the butter? No. Measuring your window? Broomstick? No. I don't know, Tisha. So you're asking me to use my uncommon sense and think, oh, yeah. They put additional security guys on you because you're protected from the cartel, right? Come on. Are you serious, Tisha? So she likes to talk in code, where she doesn't have to say it. She talks in a damn riddle, and she's like, find the answer yourself because I don't have an answer. So you just think of an answer that makes the most sense.
Right.
Sometimes you have to make a statement which is completely irrelevant, not true, to bring attention to something else. Like, you kind of have to manipulate the situation to help yourself.
Listen, I may have said Gannon was a runaway. I may have said then that I was assaulted, schmaped, Gannon jumped on his back, he took him. I may have said that there was a pregnant woman full of cash money, but sometimes you need to make 3 lefts to make a right, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you got to say some untruths to get some attention. Bitch, where did you bring... and even I'm thinking rationally, where did your lies bring attention to? Edgar? Eduardo? Who did this bring attention to? Where did your lie shine the spotlight? I'm confused.
Oh, I know. And you're one of the smartest people I know. So I'm like, if Tisha's doing something, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
And Landon's like, oh, she's smart as hell.
It's not because I'm not a violent person. There's nothing violent that I've ever did. However,
isn't it you who has been charged with making bomb threats? Isn't it you who's been charged with making threats in general? Wasn't it you who was charged in many assaults? Come on, Miss 180 IQ. Come on, Tisha. Not violent, my ass.
You can pretend, or a person can say something and manipulate the situation a little bit because they are already afraid and they already know what's going on. You know what trips me out is like,
hold on, I heard a rumble in the jungle.
Afraid and they already know what's going on. You know what trips me out is like, these people don't even like think in their mind that is beyond what they even could even say.
And that's what she said. She said something to the DA like, "Are you even looking into Atlas?" So Al's trying to get like the DA to be like, "We're not even looking into you." But I talked to Landon's attorney. Landon's attorney's like, the DA never directly said Al's not a suspect.
It's really sad that they're over a year now after Gannon's murder, and that uncertainty that the people accountable are being held accountable. It's just really sad. That dog is going crazy because he hears Tisha bullshit. That's what's happening, okay? That's what's happening.
But he needs to be. Like, you guys need, if y'all are, like, if you're doing a custody battle for a child, you guys need to look at the bigger picture. You can't just leave this child with Al if something bad might happen to her. I'm like, at this point, I said, if something happens to Lena, that's the American government's fault.
Well, and
we let that happen as a society.
The lady's already given it partially to him on her own statement. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
What lady?
The Leanne lady.
Leanne who?
Leanne, I think that's her name.
Oh, Lee Egan or whatever? Lee Egan?
Or whatever. Who?
The one reporter lady?
No. Connor's mom.
No. She didn't, like, the testimony that, like, matters is Connor's, but he's a minor, so that's why they were hoping, like, Harley knew. They were hoping, like, Harley knew something like that. And they said that they could take it from my word. Like, if Harley ever told me that it happened, I could say it, and then it comes from me, not Harley.
Well, I mean, you could talk
and then
to
I'm
Harley
the
about
witness.
that,
but Harley won't talk to me. She's like, I'm not going to talk about Amy. And
that's smart. That's fucking smart. But like the fact that Tisha is willing to have, because all she's looking at Landon and Al's custodial fight about is an opportunity to make that reasonable doubt on Al for the criminal charges. That's it. Hey, just me. It's very, very messed up that like she just further victimizes.
And I was like, okay, so, but I didn't know, like, Harley could tell me and I could tell the attorney, and it came from me, not Harley. And I was like, maybe
you could ask her again.
You tell her that then.
I mean, I can't. I'm not allowed to.
But if it's not true, but I don't want her to tell me, yeah, I saw it if it didn't really happen. Like, I only want her to tell me something like that if it really happened.
Never do that. Like, that's why she's not saying.
Like, I don't want her to be like, yeah, that happened. I want anything to be true. Like,
listen, when I tell you Albert was involved in so many things, Albert was taking pain pills and like hiding it from the army.
That can be true. And he has no fucking involvement in his son's murder. Like, what? I don't give a shit if he was abusing pain pills, but you want to know what's strange? For somebody who was abusing pain pills, he sure as hell had leftover hydrocodone from slicing the tip of his finger off that conveniently he had no problem leaving at home. And if somebody was genuinely addicted and dependent on medication, especially opiates, they ain't leaving opiates behind. But I don't give a shit if he did fuck around with pills. That does not make him any more involved in his son's murder.
I mean, like
I knew that.
You know, like, does she know that?
Who?
Does Landon know that?
Landon thinks there was that Al's in drugs. She thinks there's been some swinging happening.
Okay, but not from me. It's because he has this, he likes this, how can I say it, sexually abuse people, which is why I have so much PTSD from it.
Tisha. Did he have a BDSM kink? What the fuck are you talking about right now? So the last time you said Al was cheating on you with another male, and now he has that sexual abuse fascination, and that's why you have so much PTSD. Was he even fucking you, Tisha? It seems like you guys were definitely not intimate in a while. I don't know, obviously. This is me based off your Google searches, because you fucking Googled things like it was a damn diary. But again, even if he did have a little bit of a whatever kink, does not make him involved in his son's murder.
It's just weird. She actually mentioned something about PTSD too.
Yeah. Because he has this
she
thing
talked
with
about
women and men, and I wasn't never going to be a victim to all of it. I'd always be like, I'm not. I'd always say, I'd be like, okay, cool, but then I would just do that to like avoid any confrontation. But I had no plans to ever like be involved in it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then why?
So like he changed when I tell you he went to Alaska. He turned into a completely different person. He became violent.
And that's what Landon was saying. Like, it happened, like, it wasn't right. And I told him, I was like, at first in the relationship, everything was cool. Like, it didn't happen right away.
Yeah.
I can't tell if she's, like, associating the violence with the sexual stuff, or, like, would he slap your ass? I'm so confused. Like, bitch, if you were being abused, and I don't want to, like, Tisha does not strike me as the person who is just being abused and nothing is documented. She never told anybody. It's not, no evidence whatsoever. I don't take it that way. You couldn't even get Al to put his iPad down, remember? Or pay any attention to you. That is what you were complaining about. Yet, if you were so terrified of him, you would be happy that he left you alone. But he was barely home, right? You were mad that he'd leave early. It was not about him being abusive.
Like, when she first married him, it wasn't like that. It wasn't...
Amy, to be
like, everything was pretty normal. And, like, people keep thinking, why'd she marry this guy? I'm like, but he was normal at first.
And you got to think we didn't live together either.
What about Tisha?
The only time we ever lived together was a little bit of time in Colorado and a little bit of time in Myrtle Beach. The other times was he was in Oklahoma for a while, he was in Colorado Springs for a while, then he was in Alaska and I went there.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Oh, man.
Oh,
you got 1 minute
I'm going to
left.
call you right back on my account. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So we'll just do the next call too, even though the next call is like 15 minutes also, but they're back to back, so I don't want to break it up. So she hangs up and she calls Amy right back.
I'm calling you right back on mine because I got some on my
Okay. Link. Thank you for using. Hey. So Gannon, or not Gannon, Gannon. Landon's attorney just like messaged me and said, "Were you able to help me figure anything out? Should I be like call Tisha?" But I don't.
Now listen, I don't like how naive and oblivious Amy is, but I think Amy was genuinely trying to help in this situation. And I don't think that Landon's lawyer just happened to text you in that moment. I think you maybe messaged the lawyer and been like, hey, I'm talking to Tisha and she's saying XYZ. And so she's trying to open that door. You could tell she's concerned for Lena. She's talking with Landon. She believes what Tisha's telling her about Al being the threat, and she's trying. Whether I like her or not, I think she's genuinely trying. Me too. I would love to know that, Amanda.
I don't know if he knows how to call you.
No, but you could just bring up what I had said earlier. You could
It
say
doesn't
that
work.
you were on the phone call with me and
No.
I had reached out long ago.
So I could say you said he threw stuff and there was
No, don't say that.
What am I supposed to do?
I mean, yeah, you can say
He
that.
wants
But
like someone else to prove that there was abuse besides an 11-year-old kid.
Right, but what I'm trying to say to you is you can let him know that I did attempt to get help because I did not want to talk to DHS originally because I was afraid to tell DHS anything because of how, I knew. You see what I'm saying?
No. So you don't want her. Notice how she does not want it being relayed to the lawyer that Tisha's claiming Al was abusive. Just say I reached out and I tried to get help. But no, don't say that he threw stuff or anything. Why? Why? Come on, Tisha.
That's why
Gotcha.
I never.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I was like,
you can let him know that. You can tell him you're talking to me for crying out loud. Because
he knows I talked to him. Like I talked to Tisha and I talked to Harley. I'm like, I don't really. I said, I'm like, with all due respect, sir, like I don't really know why you're calling me because
February
anything
3rd,
I tell
Molly?
you is going to be hearsay because anything I know is from Harley or Tisha, except for like
7:12
he asked me like my interactions with the kids and the family. I was like, but all my interactions with the kids and the family with Harley and Tisha, Al was never there.
Yeah.
I was like, so that Al
everybody
wasn't
can tell you
present
that.
for mine.
Dee Dee can tell you that. Charlotte's mom can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, one time, remember?
Again, Al being away a lot of the time and you being the primary caregiver does not mean Al had any involvement in the murder. He could have been an absent father. He could have been a shitty father. Doesn't make him responsible for Gannon's murder. That's you and you alone. That's you and you alone, Leticia. So you could prove that he's shitty up and down, left and right, that he wasn't around. And it does not take away from what you've done. You should have left his ass.
Remember, he came to the house the one time, the beach house, the one time he was there.
Yeah.
But other than that, every time I've ever been with you and the kids, it's been just us. Al was never there.
It got to the point
I was
where
like,
it got to the point where we could be driving down the road and just like he wanted the kids because he wanted control of Landon.
mm-hmm.
He didn't want the work that came with it. So if I was like, hey,
I'm
going out of town or I need to go handle this, we could be just driving down the road and it'd be like, skirt, and he would just start freaking out and throwing shit at people and, like.
Skirt! Pulled the car over and he's yeeting his fucking Converse at people. Is that logical? But here's Tisha's problem. She doesn't like that he left the kids with her. Now, let me tell you something. You didn't work, Tisha. You knew what you were getting into when you married him. You knew he had children from a prior relationship. And you knew what his job was. This did not happen post-marriage. Second, what is your role if you are not working? I would assume you stay home, therefore the kids would be predominantly your responsibility. He went out, he made the money, he bought the bacon, you cooked the bacon. That's the way it's supposed to go. But you wanted no responsibilities for those bonus babies. And you resented him. So you could sit here all damn day and say how he was not around and I was always taking care of them. But in my mind, that is what you were supposed to be doing. Unless you were out working all damn day, every day, I don't want to hear it.
We'd all be like, oh my God.
And I know Harley, I mean, I would tell Harley, you need to stick up for yourself at that point, but then I know her, she doesn't want any conflict whatsoever.
Yeah. And that's the thing, she's sitting there like...
But she told me she's the one that took care of those kids most of the time.
Yeah.
She's like, I was with them.
Yeah, if I wasn't there...
It wasn't you, it was her.
Yeah. And anybody can say that. Like, that knows, know good and well that that's how it was, But...
Yeah.
So
Landon has a surprise for Harley.
Let me tell you what happened one time.
We don't want to hear this lie.
We were at the Hot Air Balloon Festival, and I had like...
That's a thing?
Yeah. This is really big here.
There's a Hot Air Balloon Festival?
Yeah. They're really cool hot air balloons. So I was like, we were with the kids, whatever, and Albert weren't paying them any attention. You know how I'm so structured about like, okay, if y'all going to go over there play with your friends, check back in 15 minutes. Like I'm just like that.
Yeah.
So one of them, I think it was Lena who did whatever. And so I said, Lena, we do that for a reason because someone could take you, yada, yada, yada. So we were talking about this conversation, whatever. Then we get ready to go walk back to the car. Albert just freaks out and starts throwing shit at everybody. You know what happens? As me and Harley get out the car, we get an Uber and leave. We
I was about to say the same thing, Amy. You left the kids? Tisha, even in your bullshit, you make yourself horrible. You left the young kids? You didn't take them with you?
We get an Uber and leave. We
kids with them?
Well, because I couldn't take kids. They're not mine to take. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my! Hey, no. You can't leave the poor kids with that crazy psychopath.
I'm telling you, but what was I supposed to do? As soon as I would have left with one of his children, he's
because if you would have taken one of them, he would have been like, "This girl stole my kids." Yeah.
Right. So me and Harley get out.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't want Lena with him if he's gonna freak out.
You know what's so crazy? I get to work the next day, and this girl works for me named Becky.
You get to work the next day, and this girl who works for me, for you? Tisha.
Like, did I see you and Harley cross an intersection last night late at night in the middle of downtown Springs? I was like, yep, I was going to get an Uber. I had shades on and everything because I told Harley, I said, walk, because it was in a dangerous part of town. So I was like, walk straight. And I didn't have anything on me, no mace, no nothing. And I was like, walk straight because don't, like this is a dangerous part. You can get to the other side. So I can get over there.
Wait, is where you lived a dangerous part?
No. No, but, well, you got to think, it's a little, it was a nicer area and stuff like that. But when you went downtown.
Because Lana was talking to me about that. Like, why weren't you guys living on the base? Why did you live there?
Okay, so what happened with the base was once the lady called us back about the base or whatever and was like, we were going to move on there, then he was just sitting there like, no, we're not going to go in the base because he was like, I heard swinging was really bad on the base. But then but he did.
I'm sorry, what? Nah. We're not moving on the military base. Everybody fucks everybody there. Marriage stands for nothing. But he was into swinging, you just said 10 minutes ago. So I'm very confused. If swinging was his thing, Tisha, you let things slip without even realizing them. You just let it slip. Like the way she's describing it, it's like if you dare to move on base, they're walking up to you topless and with boners. we're screwed. Literally. Okay. No, Tisha, you just got done saying that was what he was into, guys and girls. So winging. Let me see your hips swing.
Didn't want to. Yeah, he wanted to be.
You heard what was bad on the bass?
Swinging was bad on the bass. So like,
so swinging was really like important to him.
Yes, but like he would get called as an officer doing it on bass. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know he actually.
I hate her mouth breath. Sorry. I hate her mouth breath. The way she always exhales. I feel so bad for that phone and whoever has to use it after her. Do you hear her? It's gross. Okay. So his now, all right. So his swinging was so bad that he didn't want to be on base. But bitch, he was never even. When did this swing occur for Rizzle? When did this swing allegedly occur? He was never home. He was always traveling. You were just complaining about that. We see the emails where you're yelling at him because he's always on the iPad. This, but now we're supposed to believe his swing was so bad. It determined where you moved.
They're doing it on base. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know he actually liked that weird shit.
Yes.
Don't king shit.
Why? How did he ever get into that?
I told you it all happened with Alaska. Because see, in Alaska, what happened? They had this calendar that went around, right? And there was these people that got fired with the National Guard because they made this calendar on base, and it was these like the husbands and wives, and they were like passing it out to people. It was a big story in Alaska. Yes, and they end up firing people. And see,
please tell me you're not on the calendar, Tisha.
No, I never got told that.
Because I'm not going to lie, I'm going to buy one.
No, I'm not on the
calendar. Hanging that shit in my room.
But yeah, it was. So they were doing all this stuff, and like these people were being like chains and shit, and they'd be like all crazy about it. And so like Albert started.
It's what's that 50 Shades of Grey bullshit, huh?
Yeah. So Albert started like getting into it, and he'd be like, so then there was this girl here in Colorado. He was like,
maybe Al just didn't want to fuck you. Have you ever thought of that? I mean, look at your talon toes, your hair, everything. Maybe he just, it wasn't about wanting to fuck everybody else versus he just didn't want to fuck you, Tisha. Because weren't you the one Googling, sent my husband sexually explicit photos, but he doesn't pay attention to me, but he'll like everybody else's Facebook post? That was you, Tisha. Maybe this is a you thing. Albert Stauch cheating in Colorado Springs. Well, if it was a very normal thing for him to fuck with chains all these people, why would you even be Googling catch Al Stauch cheating in Colorado Springs? I think this is a you issue, Tisha.
well, if you like let this girl and her dude come over, whatever, then I'll just forgive you for any. Like it was always like a narcissist attitude, you know. Like I was the one that had to be forgiven for something I did.
It's funny you said that word because Harley called him narcissistic, and I had to go Google it. I didn't know what it meant, and I didn't want to ask Harley because I thought she would think I was dumb.
Yeah.
So I Googled it myself.
Validated. Like as long as you're validating him for everything, he manipulates and tries to change it. Like I'm the problem. So he'd always convince me. Like I was so brainwashed, he would convince me where, oh, if you do this, then I'll forgive you.
And that's what I'm afraid he's doing to Lena right now.
So if you let another man and woman into our bed, I will forgive you. Listen, Oh my God. I don't believe that to be true. And Tisha, with her controlling narcissistic personality, would never be a sharer. She couldn't even share Al with his kids. What makes you think Tisha would be fine sharing Al with another woman or man?
Oh yeah, like Lena wasn't. They weren't allowed
Well,
to.
he's doing the same thing with Lena he did with Gannon, and you remember you have to like Gannon like secretly call his mom.
Yeah.
Like if he lets Lena call Landon, it's like he's in front of her. It's only like 2 minutes back up.
And like he didn't want.
She can't do it.
He didn't want. Well, he doesn't want to come out. He doesn't want it to come out that he wanted, like, try to hire somebody on this organization to rough up Mike, and he doesn't want it to come out.
I can't say with certainty that that's not true, but it can get messy with divorces and then children involved and then new spousals coming in. Mike was Landon's husband at the time. I can't say for certain it didn't happen, but I really don't care if it did, because it has nothing to do with Gannon. Hey, Bellas.
Because when that comes out, that leads to this. That leads to how he was getting all those pain pills. You know what I'm saying? Because I would be like, dude, I'd be like, what about drug tests or whatever? He'd be like, oh, I'm always going to pass a drug test. I'm an officer. Well, because he knew pain pills only lasted in his system a couple of days. You know, so like he had.
I was wondering how long they last.
He had already.
Because his drug is pain pills, not like.
Not yet, no. What he was doing was he was getting them from.
Well, weed is legal in Colorado.
Yeah, you're not allowed to in any kind of like teacher positions, military, whatever.
But again, he had leftover hydrocodone, which is an opiate, from when he cut the tip of his finger off. Sitting at the home. He didn't even take it with him when he was leaving for days. Where you got access to them and drugged Gannon with it. Maybe once in a while Al may have fucked around with something. He's a fucking adult. I'm not judging it, like whatever. What is that, I just can't believe the way she's depicting him is like straight up dependent on pain pills. Opiate is a shitty thing to be dependent on. And I'm telling you, somebody who is dependent on opiates would not leave opiates, and you would not have leftovers. So I just struggle with the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So like what he was doing is he would like have a knee problem, or he'd say he was hurt working out. So that was like a good reason to go get.
Do you think that's why he hurt his? Do you think that's why he cut his finger to get more?
It could have been.
It could have been. There was leftover medication. You think this man chopped the tip of his finger off for some Percocet? The short answer is no. Listen. I have been around a lot of people in addiction in my life. I have never seen anybody cut the finger of the tip off with the chance, because this was an epidemic at this time, it still is, that they may get an opiate. And let me tell you, when you're in pain, that opiate is no longer going to just give you the high you're looking for, because it's actually going to do its purpose, which is reduce the pain from his finger being chopped off. Oh my dear Lord. And that's what I'm saying, Jaded. Not only is there leftover hydrocodone, which he's apparently addicted to, but he left for days. And you're telling me he also left that leftover hydrocodone at home? He didn't take it with him? Because that is the hydrocodone she gave to Gannon that was in his system at the time he was murdered. No. No. Jeez. This woman, man.
Remember when he cut his finger and
Yeah, that was
the
the
truck or
first
whatever?
he got Oxycontin and hydrocodone for it whenever he did that. And he was just...
Dude, how does he take that stuff? When I took that from when I had ankle surgery, I threw up the whole time.
I know.
I could not take that stuff. I couldn't do it.
And then
and I'm fat. He's not fat.
He had the nerve to tell, DHS, like, oh, she takes Ativan. Well, no, I had anxiety since I was 16. I took Ativan. Woohoo. So what? You know what I mean?
Ativan? I don't even know what that is. Like Xanax?
Yeah, but it's like a lower version of it.
Oh, well, then that's better. It's lower.
Yeah, like duh. I had anxiety since I was little. Of course, since I was younger.
Yeah, I knew you had that. My mom would have taught you about St. John's wort. It's like a natural herb she takes for anxiety. It's kind of like the same thing.
Oh, yeah. How is it?
It's like she takes it all, like, through her whole divorce and everything. She took it.
Have you talked to Tila lately?
Tila? No.
Tila Tequila. Thank you, Abelis. Abelis just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Congratulations to our newest members. Please make sure to thank Abelis in the chat and show them some love if you just received a membership. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Oh, no, Jennifer. They wouldn't give me any control. Yes, because of the opiate pandemic. Yep. Oh, that's what I'm saying, Jennifer. So they wouldn't even prescribe people who legitimately needed opiates, even who had a long history of getting prescribed. They just, because there's a fucking epidemic going on. So you're telling me he chopped off the tip of his finger with the chance that he may get prescribed something? No. I know, Jaded. It's a hate.
I mean, like, I message her here and there on the Facebook and stuff. But have you talked to her?
No, I every time I've tried to call her and I come out at such a different time in Hawaii, so I was just wondering.
I mean, if you tell me when you plan on calling her, I can let her know, and then she'll be ready.
I was going to try to call her this weekend then, because I know weekends are better for her.
This weekend, okay. I'll let her know.
Because her birthday's tomorrow, so tell her happy birthday.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday from me. Just wanted to make sure I let her know,
Do you know fucking Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl again?
I know. That's good, ain't it?
What kind of transition is this? Seriously? What kind of transition is that? I don't fucking...
Bullshit. I hate that motherfucker. Like, I'm rooting for Patrick Mahomes, because me and Mahomes, we getting married.
I know,
so,
I know.
Okay, Amy.
And then, because he'd be saving the pit bulls, so I like
I know,
it.
he does. And he's
saving all them pit bulls.
And he's a believer in
Well,
Christ.
she had to make it seem like it was lower.
I don't care about that shit, but...
You better.
We're best friends, but I don't believe in God.
Hey, well, that's okay, though, because that's in my
book.
Everything
that's happened to you, everything that's happened.
Hold on, Amy. I'm so sorry to hear about your experience, Akias, and I wish you the best with health. But you're right. See, they gave me 12 hydrocodone pills after having major cancer surgery. I'm so sorry, and I really do wish you all the best. But yeah, it's crazy.
Teacher, everything that's happened to you, everything that's happened to you makes me believe in it less.
No,
you are the person in my life that believes in God more than anything, and look what's happened to you. This makes me believe even less.
God gives his battles to the strongest warriors.
You say that, but me,
Tisha, shut the fuck up.
I'm just like, man,
There's a
this
greater
girl has
purpose.
spent her entire life dedicated to him, and he
Let
is
me tell you,
not
it's a greater
helping her
purpose.
right now.
Yes, he is. You want me to tell you his greatest purpose? I've already counseled 2 women today to save their marriage and talk to them about God. 2 dudes I talked to earlier.
I pray for those women. If you counseled 2 women to save their marriage and your Google searches, oh God, were what they were regarding your marriage, I pray for those women. I do. That is concerning, Tisha. You can't even help yourself, let alone anybody else. Apostle Tisha. Apostle Tisha, man.
Earlier, who one of them's parents is dying right now. I done brought him to God and prayed for him. So, like, I get to use myself to do those things, and that's what it's all about, is growing the kingdom of God.
Do you feel like you being there, you're helping other people is his
Well,
purpose?
I mean, yeah, it's like a purpose for right now. It's temporary.
What about your own self? You're sitting here, you've wasted a year of your life in there.
Right, but guess what? It's not.
What about you? You don't care about you?
Guess what? One day on this earth is like...
Amy, doesn't it strike you odd that she's not caring and angry and fighting for her own defense? Amy, that's because she's guilty. Guilty. You can't put that together?
What about you? You don't care about you?
Guess what? One day on this earth is like 10,000 years in eternity. So I'm going to heaven.
Yeah, I'm not with you, man.
Even hearing those words. Tisha, you're not trying to convince Amy you're going to heaven. You're trying to convince yourself. Justice for Gannon will not be in this lifetime. Justice for Gannon hasn't even started yet. This is the waiting period. You're in the waiting room right now until it is your time to leave your physical vessel on this earth. And that is when justice will begin. And heaven is not the place you're going to. Thank you, Chicken Shite. God is there. He may be small to some of us, but he is always there for the moral and the humble. You are on point. Thank you so much, Chicken Shite. Thank you.
Feel like
we're working on it. You're in my book.
You don't deserve everything he's putting you through.
You're in my
book. I talk
book.
about you in my book.
Dude, does that mean I'm going to get rich and not have to pay student loans one day?
But I talk about you in my book. And
Amy, what is wrong with these people? Amy, you want to get rich off the murder of Gannon? Really? That was fine, right? Maybe I'll get rich. I don't have to pay my student loans off. I don't understand. Welcome, my peepin' ass. I love that name. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Happy to have you here. Oh, like the incident reports, Wicked Rose? Oh, there's a lot, but I have an entire playlist and it'll be the jail files. So you have to just go back to the playlist of the jail files and start from the beginning. There's a lot of episodes because there's a lot of incident reports.
I talk about how when it turns into the biblical portion, it talks about how one of my set goals is to lead you straight to Christ one day.
All right, well, don't say my name though, okay? Because I don't want my students to read the book and be like, "Yo, Bolton don't believe in God." Like, I don't want that to happen.
No, it's just.
So
it's
make
just
my
your
name up.
first
Can I have a new name? No, don't even name me Amy. Name me
Okay,
something
well,
else in your book.
I'll name you. Just
I
tell
wanna
me when I
be-
do my editing.
Hey, name me Remy. Name me after my dog. Call me Remy.
Okay. All right, then I'll say. Everybody's gonna be like, "Who's your friend, Remy?" Oh, guess who I talked to?
Just call me Remy, and everybody will know Remy is the dog, which is really me.
Guess who I talked to on video chat?
Who? Why does my video chat not work? This is bullshit.
I talked to Edgar.
Who?
Edgar.
No.
That's right, Amy. No, she did not. At least not the Edgar you think she's referring to. Your dog is offended. No. Edgar? You talked to Edgar? Really though? Amy, she wants you to think she talked to Gannon's murderer, but that's a fucking lie. It's a lie. How they believe this, I don't understand.
Video chat not work. This is bullshit.
I talked to Edgar.
Who?
Edgar.
No.
Mm-hmm.
He answered?
No, he said of the.
Did he speak English?
Yes, he speaks English.
Edgar sounds like a
English.
Spanish.
I mean, he's from Guadalajara. I mean, of course they speak English.
Bitch, when did you speak to Edgar? I'm sorry. You guys have been along here with me for this ride, and we're going in chronological order of these calls. Have I missed a call with Edgar? Am I losing my mind, Tisha style? Because I don't recall a call with Edgar. Maybe it's on those video calls that Allie just got. I guess we'll have to wait to see if there's a call where we will see Edgar's face, because we know it ain't on these actual audio calls.
That's where
Doesn't mean you just because you're.
Well, no, what I'm saying
Is
is
he like, can I help you, like support you, or no?
Well, we had to talk in code, obviously, but yeah. So it was just basically.
But I mean, tell him he's got to do the right thing as a human.
Oh, yeah.
A child is.
You know, because you would be laughing when you're referring to getting in contact with the true murderer of Gannon, right? Right? You've now spent last year in jail. And you get in touch with, as you say, Gannon's murderer. And you laugh?
Dead. I mean,
Trust me, the right thing is going to come. It's just a matter of when it comes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, Amy, don't complain about me sitting in jail. No, the right thing's going to come. I'm fine sitting here. I'm fine.
I know, and Landon knows. Like, Landon
please,
has like 100% belief in you. Like, she's like, I know Tisha has this.
Please answer to an organization, an organization that runs through, Guadalajara, New Mexico, from
Guadalajara. Find an immigrant who's willing to go to jail. Your Google searches, Tisha. Those are your words, girl. Find an illegal immigrant willing to go to jail. You know what? I gotta look up where that Google search routed her to. Did it route you to like a list of people like, hi, my name's Steve. I've been here for 27 days. I'm totally willing to go down for a crime I didn't commit. In exchange for what? In exchange for what, Tisha? Oh, dear.
Guadalajara, New Mexico.
You have 1 minute remaining.
You know what I mean? So you have to like remember he's gonna be he has to be careful too. It'd be his head too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But why did Al even get involved with these people?
You know,
Was it swinging or was it drugs?
No, he wanted. I told you he wanted to eliminate Mike. He wanted Mike to be eliminated. If Mike was eliminated, he thought that. Yeah, he was like.
Yeah, it's stupid, Amy, because it's a lie. He wanted to eliminate Mike and then somehow piss off the fucking cartel. And they killed Gannon. The math ain't mathin' in this scenario.
Like, he was going to try to convince Landon.
So do you think he was going to get Landon back?
No, he said she'd move to Denver. She'd probably move to Denver. Something about Landon told him she would move to Denver. If it wasn't Mike.
Actually, she mentioned that, he mentioned it, you can move here and I'll take care of you or something.
Yeah.
She mentioned that. But why would she want to do that?
Sick in the head, man. He's sick in the head like that.
Keisha. The fact that she could call anybody else sick in the head when we've just been observing since October the peculiarity of Leticia Stauch's mind. And sickness does not cover what she's done. It really doesn't. Thank you, Bellis. MJ, your laughter, giggles, chuckles are so cute and funny. Make my day. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Well, I'm happy that you enjoy it too. Thank you. But seriously, yeah, she is the one beyond sick in the head. I'm telling you, she's so unique. I do not have words that describe my disdain for Leticia.
Yeah, he got her here.
Why is the military backing him up?
Because
thank you for using Global Telling.
I guess we'll never find out the answer to that question. Shit. Tisha's like, thank you, because she didn't have an answer. She's going to have to pull out the junk from her trunk of bullshit because everything she's spewing, I don't know how she keeps track of her lies. Oh, that's right. She doesn't. That's why she keeps getting exposed one lie after another, after another, after another. But I just can't stand her. It's too much. Maybe Amy, I don't know. Maybe Amy really was trying to help Landon and see what she could pull. Maybe. I don't know. There's a possibility. I saw a few comments of people saying that Amy was just trying to get whatever information she could. Maybe. I don't know. But when we pick up on the next call, it's going to be with Harley 2 days after this call, and then back with Amy. And so I'll be on tomorrow for Members Only Monday, but I know that there is, I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow, maybe tomorrow or then Tuesday. And then because Steve and Chrissy Gonsalves went on for an interview tonight, it's probably still happening. So I wanted to watch that and then possibly do a live and discuss what happened, our thoughts and everything like that. So I don't know if that'll be tomorrow or Tuesday. It depends. I have to watch the interview, but I'll see you guys tomorrow for Members Only Monday. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. Thank you for anybody who had gifted memberships or sent super chats. Your support is so greatly appreciated. I'm so happy a bunch of you now can attend tomorrow's Members Only. And so I don't know if anybody's going live tonight. I don't think so, but I may be wrong. But just take a cruise out on the YouTube streets. And I hope you all have an amazing rest of your night. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Members Only Monday. Oh, and happiest birthday to the Media's Foot. Okay, love you guys. Good night.